going to
That
believe.
pufferfish Pokemon at single stage, I think. I could be wrong though.
That's Gen 2 though, I think. Oh, wait. I think I might be barking up the wrong tree. I think this might be Pachirisu. Forgot that that was
Boo.
Gen 4. Okay, it
Boo,
was
boo, boo,
Chris.
boo, 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 boo.
Oh, ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Hello, Skilly Eye. If he did it right, you can hear me.
Oh yeah, now you can. Yay! Okay. Hello everybody! It's working. Hi! Oh my god, I don't know what happened. My freaking computer merged everything again, so I had to fix stuff. Anyway, hello, welcome
Hey,
to...
that means I didn't interrupt you this time.
Oh yeah, true! That
Dang
was
it.
my own fault. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome to Roll for Immersion, on Immersion Diversion. We are playing PTU, Pokemon Tabletop, Pokemon Tabletop United, and we're doing this campaign of this Pokemon Space Odyssey. I'm doing a little out of order, but that's because everything's just out of whack today. So, we're playing on Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice. Well, at least mine for the Pokemon Tabletop. We're using it for initiative tracking, maps, rolling dice, stuff like that. Yeah. I have to thank Zame, Sanity, Blitzit, the Glitch City, and I think Sean, you mentioned another one that I forgot. I haven't downloaded any of their songs yet. So
Galax. Yeah.
Galax, okay.
Galax music.
I still need to check, but I think you said that I could use them. So, yeah, the Galax X or Galax X or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Galax. Galax music.
Okay, Galax. Yeah, so I'll have to put them in there at some point. But thank you guys so much for letting us use your music. We will be using them on Sirenscape, or plugging them in with Sirenscape. It's a online music player. Basically, it's got a huge library of sounds already. The current one that they're going with right now is Planescape it's called Turn of Fortune's Wheel. Yeah, I was meaning to check out what that sounded like, but that's what I saw. Every once in a while they do featured ones, and right now the featured one is it's Planescape. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, but you can upload your own music to Sirenscape as we have, and you can use it for different scenes, different emotional plays and stuff like that. Yeah, and so that's what I'm doing it for. Hi guys! I gotta introduce the players now. Hello. Tyler, you're
Hello.
sleeping.
Hi.
Hello. Robert, Sean, why don't you introduce Robert and Gizmo first to us?
Robert is a professor from the University of Anau. I remembered the name. And he has some extreme beliefs about the history of this galaxy, and wants to prove himself correct. And Gizmo is kind of like he hatched him out of an egg that was reborn from a fossil, and has kind of been his little companion, and almost kind of like the teacher's pet. It was kind of like the little mascot of his classroom. So
Yeah.
cute
Awesome.
guy.
Alright. River, why don't you introduce Echo and Navi? Hello. River?
River. River.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry.
Oh, I thought we were
We need an introduction for Echo and Navi.
Echo and Navi. Echo is an android from, Pinocchio, the graveyard planet, and currently trying to find purpose and sort out whatever these so-called emotions are. And Navi is a very special ghost type route, currently helping Echo with said emotions.
Nice. Alright, and then last but not least, we got Edward playing Adolfin and Luther.
Hi.
Hi.
That's who I am. I'm playing those two.
Okay, let's go to Henry
That's
and
it, that's what you
Tadano.
No. I'll give you a little bit on that. Edilfin is an elf from the planet of Zipso, and Luthu is his emotional support
I was about to say it.
Zigzagoon. That's what it's called. I was about to say Donkey, but that's not correct. He's
What were
his
you gonna
emotional
call
support
it?
Zigzagoon, literally. Which, if you check out the previous VOD of this, you can see that. And well, yeah, yeah. Stuff's happening that he's not happy about.
Mm-hmm. A lot
Or
of
rather,
stuff
okay,
going on.
no. Not stuff's happening. More, he's found out about some things that he's not happy about, and he's kind of questioning why he's still here.
Ooh. Ooh, we'll have to find out more about that. Last but not least, so not appearing in the show today, at least, we have Henry and Tedwardo. Henry is a human from Zorokoro, and he is, I think we mentioned before, he wants to be a coordinator. I think he mentioned in it that he wants to do some kind of contest and stuff like that. But his friend and partner in crime, Tedwardo, he met on Zorokoro, and yeah, I guess once we learn a little more about Henry, we can update that command, and also, have a bit more to say on what that's in front of that. I'm a little off kilter today. So let's go into the channel points and tip rewards. Thanks to you guys. You guys can always use your channel points that you get from just watching the show or subscribing. I think subscribing you get a little more channel points. And so you can use those channel points to give players rerolls. You can give them insights. You can use it to heal their Pokemon when they faint, or even if you just want to heal them for no reason, if they have a little HP missing. You can use it on the players. You can use it. Basically, it's like a Pokemon Center in your pocket, but it's only used on one Pokemon. You can use the channel points to give magic items and stuff like that as well. But if you're feeling a little more generous and you wish to donate a little monetary value reward, you don't have to. I'd rather you consider yourselves first. But if you wish to help me out or help us out, because all donations during the game get split between the players. These channel points, you can use it to. Oh, that one doesn't work right now. Oh,
No,
it's
good.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I'm doing a roll. Doing
Got
a roll
it.
command, and you don't have.
Oh, I need to. I was planning on putting those in at some point. I just have to figure that out. Hey, Schoolie, thanks for the donation. So yeah, thanks for the $10. I'll get into that. So for $1, you can donate consumable items to the players. It'd be like 5 Pokeballs or 5 potions or 5 stuff like that. 5 revives, or stuff that's not like over a certain amount of money, but like it's like antidotes, stuff like that. For $5, you can donate a hero point or a Jinx point. The hero points in this case are the Pokeballs that are beneath Robert and Gizmo, and the Jinx points are the Master Balls to my left right here. You can also the hero points and Jinx points can be used to make rerolls. They can be used to keep your Pokemon or yourself at 1 HP if you were to go down. But the players can also use them to keep the opponent's Pokemon, or I guess in this case really wild Pokemon, because why would you use it on a trainer you're fighting's opponent Pokemon? But they can basically use it as turn their move into a false swipe, keeping the enemy Pokemon at 1 HP to get the extra catch bonus. But the Master Balls and Pokeballs can be used to essentially break the rules, commission ideas, and if they sound cool, potentially they'll go through. For $10, you can donate a Plot Twist, Flashback, or Hero Cards. Hero Cards are one-time use abilities that might help the players out depending on how they are worded. Otherwise, if they don't really convert well to PTU, they're essentially a free fourth hero point or Pokeball. Plot twists change the game, and just for, there's story plots that happen just for that day, for that session. But it could end up changing things over time. It just kind of depends on what happens. And the flashback cards are basically the same thing as plot twists, except it changes the character's backstory maybe a little bit. Maybe the character forgot they had an item that they realized that was in their bag, and they were like, "Oh shit, what's that?" Stuff like that. Just kind of changes things up a bit. For $15, you can donate a critical token. Those are these GS balls right up here. Critical tokens are just what they are, just automatic crits. You can use them to gain a critical hit on an attack, or if you'd like, you can use it on a Pokeball throw, which in this case, normally a crit gives a plus 10, but if they use the crit token, I'll give a plus 20. For $20, it creates a random encounter. If the players are in the middle of a conversation, I'll probably wait until that important conversation is done, but then a giant, one, almost like not like a boss Pokemon shows up, but it'll be a one Pokemon higher level, pretty Pokemon that shows up for them to fight. Instead of like a swarm or something like that, I'll probably just have it be one. For $25, you can give a creature buff. Usually in the PTU, we'll either level it up, give it a type it doesn't normally have. It can have a move that it gets randomly at the time. It can become bigger. It might just do a bunch of little stuff like that. But yeah, just little buffs. Helps it out, gives it some stat boosts and stuff like that. And then for $30, you can do a magic item. These magic items are usually a little bit stronger and more potent than the magic items that you give for the magic items from the channel points. But these are usually really a lot stronger than ones you get from that. They're usually tailored to the player of your choice, or if there is no choice, we can just have a player find an item that's really strong. Yeah, and then for $50, we do a secret menu item, which is a one-time mention secret that we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. It changes the scope of the whole game over either a period of a couple days, or the whole thing in general, because it just throws things in. For today's secret menu item, one of our players, though one who's not here currently, wishes to do contests, and there's going to be a contest hall in most metropolis cities that have a metropolis city on the planet. They will have contest halls. I was debating on because I need to bring in some kind of NPC to have at least as a contest rival for someone, or if not all of them, if they all decide to do contests. But I'm debating. I was thinking of, if the secret menu item happened, one of my NPCs that I've already created via actually the I want to say this without saying who it is, but I guess I kind of have to since it's a secret menu item. Sean, you remember this from the campaign before, this player, or this character. Their name is, if I can go get it and find them quicker, Ella. Ella would show up as a contest goer. Yeah, Ella is the current, not Universe champion. She's like the brother, or she's the sister of the Universe champion. So she'd be going through and starting her journey as a contest goer with her Frofus. So yes, if we hit the secret menu item, she will be a contest rival to the players, and that's when the players will be able to meet probably the second most important person in the universe. We got a magic box. Okay, so first, I want to thank School AI. We got 2 hero points for Adolfin this week. Nice. So let me go put those in quick. I think it was player 3. Nope, it was player 4. So we got 1, 2 for you. And then we got... Oh, and we got the Hero Forge. Oops. Sorry, I also do say... players have made their own Hero Forge minis. The Hero Forge has kit bashing right now, but I think the players have done pretty well with their characters. We don't really need to add anything, unless they wish to, and then I can update it. But yes, and I think I still have to update Echoes. I remember Echo, or River, I remember you sent me what you wanted Echo updated as, so I still need to put that one in. But yes, I will do that after today's game, so I don't forget. And then we got a redeemed magic box for the players to discuss and allocate during your break. Okay. Adding it now just some sort of based on whatever happens in the first part. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll think of maybe player might get something depending on what goes on. We can also discuss it during the break on what they might get. I also forgot that any new subscribers that happen, or resubs that happen, and I don't think I'll do it on gifted subs because that would be too many shiny Pokemon that would show up. But any new resubs and subscribers, I think brand new subscribers, that happen, the next shiny Pokemon that shows up in the wild, or via fossil or anything like that, will be shiny. Meaning it'll get like a new type or an additional type if it had two, or just a change in type. Might get new moves, might be bigger. It just kind of depends on what we think would be good for that Pokemon. But yeah. Anyway, I've been kind of talking for a while, so let's get this started. If you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Last time on the PT or on Pokemon Space Odyssey, should be the PSO, like Fantasy Star Online. Anyway, sorry. I will like I had to make the reference because Demon Rat's in there. Anyway, last time our players had just left the and got back to the ship. They left the Psycho camp and they had gotten back to the ship. They're trying to figure out what they were doing next after finding out Robert had a daughter that they had decided to take in now as part of the crew, I guess, right? That was what's decided. Mm-hmm. You now have her as a crew member. They brought Millie. Millie, or what was her name? Not Millie.
Yeah, it was Millie Rockabilly.
Millie Rockabilly, yeah. They had brought her back to... What's that?
Or Squawkabilly, sorry.
Millie Squawkabilly, yes. I should have it. I've got too many characters. They had brought her back to Batoradite's, and she's going to be working there to help out to get some money so she can repair the ship before heading back to Dimabos. And the players are just about to head back into Cusca, where the metropolis is, and they will be deciding what they will be doing next. And now I leave it to you guys as you guys are flying into... Where the heck is that song? As you guys are now flying towards the city, now that you've seen it, on the horizon. There it is.
Yeah, as we're still in the air, I'm gonna knock on Adelphin's door.
Okay.
If we're not already still together, because we last left off with me literally giving Adelphin the Budu.
No. Adelphin went back to his room and was basically hiding there for the past 2 days.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll knock on Adelphin's door.
Sounds good. Adelphin, you hear a knock on your door.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's me. I just wanted to check up on you before we landed.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Do you not want to talk?
Okay. And the door. You hear Edison shuffle over the door, and he opens it up. And he's not looking the same. But he's not looking the same sort of well dressed up individual that he normally is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit more like
Disheveled.
that. He's a lot more disheveled, and it looks like he's attempted to make himself look a bit more presentable, but it's clear that he's quite disheveled.
May
Yeah?
I come in?
Okay. He opens the door a little wider.
Yeah. I will close it behind me, as I'm sure also Adolfin would like this to be a private conversation. So, yeah.
Evan sits down. Edison wanders over his bed and just sits down on it. And just pulls Luther over to him.
Do you have like a chair in here? Also?
Looks to GM.
You guys haven't really had time to get back to the town. I think once you had your ship, you kind of left. There would be no chairs in here.
Okay, I was thinking
Okay,
that
so this is
I don't know why, but like in my mind, I thought we would have like a desk and a chair. I have no idea why I thought that, but
Don't think the room's quite that big enough for it.
yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll just stand. You know what? No. Do you leave? Are you sitting in the middle of the bed or like on the foot or the head of the bed?
That would be that or this one.
Guessing probably. Well, if you are stable for the
Let's
neck
do
room in
this
the bed.
one.
Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah, Robert will sit down next to you. He doesn't mind getting, close. And he's like, I just wanted to check up on you and see how you were feeling. I know that these past couple days have been kind of rough for you.
Fine.
I mean, I understand that the two of us are very different in many ways. But at the same time, I understand that the two of us are also very similar. And I have a feeling that the way that you reacted to my history, I have a better understanding of why.
Okay.
Just like me, I understand you're running away from something. And as I found out, no matter what, the past eventually catches up to you, so hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. But, I'm here to hear you out, as you heard me out. If you have anything that you want to talk about.
Right. Okay.
I do appreciate that I was able to, talk to you about why I did what I did. And, yeah, I hope that you would not be afraid to do the same. Sometimes talking through these kinds of things is healing.
Okay. Adolfin is not looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hand on your leg.
He tenses up.
Yeah. I was like, trust me. I don't want you running from us too. This universe is very dangerous, and being alone can be really tough. And I luckily had some good support systems, and I just want you to know that this crew here is a very good support system to have.
Okay. Well, I'm not planning to run away anywhere yet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just felt like I also needed to apologize to you about me keeping my history a secret. Because, like I said, I've been running for basically half of my entire life, and it's been a long life. And, yeah. So, like I said, as a runner myself, I understand.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we're almost about to land now, and maybe being in this metropolis could help lift your spirits. There's plenty to do here and distract yourself with. Because sometimes distraction also is a good healer.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Well,
Robert, make me a intuition check.
I was kind of waiting for that because, yeah. He might also be possibly putting some
Completely
aura
barking up the
reading
wrong
into
tree?
this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. Oh, hold on, my fantasy grounds is lagging.
Do I need to roll anything, Jim?
Do you want to roll anything?
Well, the question is what is the intuition roll for? That's what I need to know.
I kind of could, by the way you were like kind of responding to him, it kind of the way that I could kind of tell, you know, I don't want to think that Robert might be able to.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm also
fucking one. Jeez.
I'm also checking his aura too because, you know, he doesn't want to ever intrude that way, but he is doing so this time.
Okay, in that case, Adolfin, what does your aura color look like? It's tied. Your aura is tied to your emotions, so.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what color this would be, but if you're able to read auras, as in what they mean, I'm presuming that's what you're referring to. If you can see an aura, you can read what it means.
Yeah.
He can kind of tell based on what color your aura is how your emotions go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm imagining it's sort of like in my head. I don't know if this will be right, but kind of like a sickly yellow, maybe.
Okay.
Meaning that Adolfin is very uncomfortable with this conversation. Extremely so, and actually kind of doesn't want you here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, if with the almost here part, I think a little bit of yellow with some red mixed in, so like almost like a light orange.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that.
But you can definitely tell.
I'll also add. You've probably guessed that Adolfin had quite a lot of walls already.
Mm-hmm.
His walls now, like you would not be able, like you would have to use even the Pokemon that could fly the highest would right now not be able to get over those walls.
Sean, can auras take shape too? Not just like a aura sphere looking thing, or?
I mean, like people that are proficient with auras can make them take shape, but no, I think it's just kind of like just like an energy that's coming off the person is how they appear, kind of like in the
That's what I
anime.
mean. Like if the shape matched their like if an aura matched their emotion, would it also shape to match their emotion without them trying?
I mean, maybe. I guess if it was strong enough.
Well, show
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say his aura almost looks like, like the walls he was like he brought up. They look like a box.
Okay.
It almost looks like a box enclosed in him or around him.
Yeah. Um.
It almost
Well,
feels a bit sharp too. It's weird.
it's a baneful bunker. Ah. That's a Pokemon move.
But that's what you feel. That's what you get with that roll.
Yeah.
I gave you a lot,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
Um.
for sure. Like,
basically-
Edelfin is
yeah.
Edelfin is super uncomfortable and is extremely defensive right now.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's almost like you've chosen the wrong time to come and talk to him.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's more accurate in terms of what you can read from that. Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get up and just be like, all right. Well, also. Oh, nice.
Sorry, I'm late.
no, you're good. I was gonna go to you. And
Didn't want to
Echo and
interrupt
yeah.
this touching moment.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
Well, you
I'm gonna
did. No, I'm just
get up and just be like, well, also, you know, well, yeah, just hang in there, and then I'll leave.
Okay. As Robert then exits the room, Adolfin, you kind of what are you feeling after having this conversation with him?
What am I feeling?
Unless you don't know, unless you want me to go over to Echo and Henry then, because we could just kind of leave it at that.
No, I'll let. I'll describe.
Okay.
A bit confused. A bit confused as to why Robert came to talk to him, and also a little bit angry.
I think it was
But
based
also
on the
super fucking tired.
yeah. You do remember that you had that conversation when you yelled at about his daughter and stuff, so it could have been about that.
Yeah.
So
Could have been, but no, it's no. He's angry for other reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, he's angry for other reasons, but also it's more sort of like he's angry, little bit angry and a bit confused, but also just like really tired. Hasn't got any energy for processing what just happened.
I think Luther notices and just kind of just jumps up in your lap, but like doesn't kind of like almost, or she kind of like puts her paws on your chest and like looks at you straight in the eyes with her
Well,
cute little stare. Okay.
give her a scratch, give her a scratch on the ears. Basically, cover with.
And she allows you to
Probably
grab
puts
her
it as
and
well.
yeah, sounds good. All right. As we then go to, here we go. As we then go to Echo and Henry, is there anything any of you guys wish to be doing right now? You are on your way to the city. You have seen, well, Echo, you would have been the first to see that the city is coming into view, and now you're on your way to the city. And so, yeah, Henry and Echo, you both know that you're going to be showing up to the metropolis fairly soon. Is there anything you wish to be doing before you get there?
other than canonically just waking up.
Um,
Do I have to assume I don't have injuries anymore?
I'd say, actually, you would have the same amount of injuries Robert would have lost. You would have also lost. What are
I'm
you
down
at,
4.
Robert?
Yeah, I cleared mine because you said that it was like
Oh yeah, and
like several
he,
days that
yeah,
passed. So,
and you had less than Robert did, so you're good.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Echo, did you say you were going to be doing something, or?
I got nothing.
Okay. You can turn the ship on autopilot now that the city's in, I guess, wait, no. I guess this ship didn't have an autopilot. You'll have to install one.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot, but I have it written down here that another egg hatches before we land.
Oh, it
Because
didn't
was
hatch
six-
yet. Okay.
Because it was 6 days of travel, so the second one hatches.
Awesome. So this is the
This is the Lytton.
Lytton. Okay. Oh, sweet. So, because we got a resub, and I know I said that I wasn't going to do resubs anymore, but that's fine. We don't get a lot of subscribers. If we get to the point where we get like a ton, then maybe that one. But, yeah. So, Johnny, thanks to your resub, Lytton is actually your Lytton is actually a white Lytton
Ooh.
with
Dick.
with the red things on it.
I didn't even know I was getting a Lytton. Best thing to wake up to.
No, not you. It's the the next Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah, this win.
So yeah.
Well, it just so happens that Lytton was a Pokemon that I was going to be giving to Henry, so it actually kind of is his Lytton.
Was it Henry or Echo? I forgot who wanted it.
I think Echo wanted the Torchic.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Torchic.
you gave me the
I gave you the
Uh,
Badoo. Yeah.
you gave me the butter. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you're not going to do gifts and subs. I thought after the 10 gifts and sub, true. I'll do it for this one, but yeah, so it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, you hatch a white Lytton, and it's got like what did I say it was? Oops.
There it is.
Okay, so yeah. You know what? Because of that, this one has so as the egg hatches and this tiny like white and red cat pops out. It's got like its claws are made. It's weird. Its claws are made of rock. It's got like little like beads around its neck of rock.
It's a cat Rockruff.
Basically,
It's
yeah.
a rock meow.
So it
That's
is
cat
a
rough.
it is a fire rock Lytton, and because originally I was gonna make it fire ground, but then I was like, I shouldn't make everything ground type, even though it's from here. Why not give it the? Because I was debating on what I should do for the shiny.
Wait,
Give
so why not?
I will give it the additional third typing of ground. So it is a fire rock ground Lytton.
Just keep it far away from water. Very far
Oh
away
yeah,
from
frick!
water.
Oops. That's right. All right. Yeah. So this
Also,
Lytton pops out and
It
he
has-
kind of almost
it has
scratches
both
the
of its
table.
basic abilities, which I do not know what it is.
No, yeah. All right. Well, yes, there is now a rock Lytton on the table. It's got it. It's like it starts stretching and it almost like doing the bun. What is it called? Where it kind of presses into the stuff. I forgot what that's called when a cat presses its paws.
Oh, when it does a
Eating.
little like, yeah.
Yeah. It's the buns
Biscuits.
or whatever. Biscuits, yes. It's doing biscuits in the table, and it's actually making little scratches and dents because its claws like come in and scratch the table, and it's like a rock against metal kind of thing, you know.
I give it a little hug, and then I'm like, I think Hey, Henry!
You hear Henry walks in, and he's just, oh, like you can see, he's just super tired.
I figured. Well, I was just wondering, because if you say no, then I'll ask Echo. But, I have this little guy, and then I hold him up, like.
Like a cat, like by the
Simba,
arms.
like.
They just hold it.
I'll hold him out like Rafiki holds Simba.
I was gonna say, you see this white and red cat in his arms. If you want, you can roll me a Pokemon education to find out what kind of Pokemon this is. But he's basically holding it under the arms, so this cat's just like.
It looks just as tired as you are.
Pokemon. Duke.
So, yeah.
Until it reaches third evolution, it doesn't become tired. It becomes very fucking angry.
I forgot. I still rolled nature for this kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nature.
Yeah, the only
gender,
one you don't is starter.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
ability. But
So
the
you
abilities, I sort of
Oop.
choose.
You know what? I still gotta open that because that'll help me just figure it out what it is. So 3 and then 1.
Still trying to figure out what ability it has, though, with my
Defense. It is a Stark.
PDF is Stark. No, it is Stark White.
Mm-hmm.
Stark White. 'Cause
So it just looks like this really like stretched out like cat that like he's holding by the arms, and it's just like he's kind of annoyed, but he just woke up.
You said that was his nature.
Yeah, Stark.
Tony. Sorry, I'm just gonna make all the jokes about Stark.
Defense up, HP down. It's not bad.
Mhm. And then it gets both its basic abilities.
Yeah. And if it only
Yeah.
has one basic ability, it gets.
I'm gonna have to
advanced
find
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
same. I can't get my Pokedex open, so I don't know what it gets.
you guys do that later. We can
Yeah.
or you can do that on the
I'll
Anyway,
do that in
and
my
then-
downtime.
And then I pop the final egg into its incubator,
nice as you
along with
Kinda-
having my Vulpix hold it.
nice as you kind of clear out the eggshells in the incubator. I'm assuming it kind of still hatches inside of it, or is it like you take it out and it hatches?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll just say that you clear out the eggshells and then you put your third egg back into the into the incubator so that it goes on for that, and you give it to Vulpix, so it takes half days then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes
Nice.
only 3 days for it to hatch.
Nice. Okay, so if you guys are done, if there's anything else you wish to do before you enter the city. All right.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. Do we have a coffee maker on our ship?
You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
Simple
Keep
enough.
it in the lounge.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you run over and get some coffee. It wakes you up a bit. I think there an actual item for coffee, but I don't remember. But yes, as you guys,
Increase your speed.
it keeps you from falling asleep from sleep attacks. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it gives you the insomnia status effect.
Where are you? I was right by you. There it is. Yes. So,
Intimidate and Blaze.
as you guys now finish up what you're doing, you guys by the end of the day, well, not the end of the day, I guess about halfway. Well, that was weird. I thought that was outside.
Oh, and it's
you
also
guys-
level 5. It hatches at level 5.
Oh, 5? I thought it hatched at 10.
Oh, yep. For me, it hatches at 10. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, what does that do? experience.
I think it's 90.
I believe so. Yeah.
Every 10, or before 10, it's like Anyway, so yes, as you guys start flying into the city, you can see the metallic structures coming into view. You kind of go to find the landing spot at the spaceport. Kind of nearby where you had bought the ship earlier, but there's an actual like landing area. Like basically it's you took off from a ship lot, kind of like a car lot. But there's an actual landing spot for like like repairs, fueling up, stuff like that. If you need to buy upgrades, this is where you would do it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, do they have like a guide or like a information kiosk or something?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like when you land, there's like a little terminal on each landing pad. It looks like this would be where you enter your information, pay. Like not pay to essentially. There would like be paying normally, but it's almost like a pay to stay, but you're good. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a parking structure.
Yeah, it's a parking area, free parking. You still need to enter. Yeah, still need to enter your information so they know who's landing and staying in the city. So yeah.
Register your craft. Yeah.
Ow. Yeah.
Do they have like physical, like almost like a touristy, like here's all the places you can go visit kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, there'd be like a front desk. Obviously, like it takes a while to get. It would take a while to walk there. But usually they have like just like on Anno, there's like a front desk you can talk to. There's a board for like any like quests and stuff like that, or like if any requests, basically anything you can kind of think of there would be here. So
I take a glance at the request board, but mostly I head over to the front desk.
okay, anybody else? What are you guys doing?
Since we're all parked and whatnot, Echo's going to do the sensible thing and look for a place to start upgrading the ship.
Yes, you can actually on the terminal outside. There's like almost like it's basically an upgrade terminal too. In fact, when you start like touching the things, you see a couple, maybe even four to help kind of bring parts and grab things, and basically 4 giant arms kind of pop out of the ground and swing over and get ready to start upgrading.
So, relaying this to everybody, we have agreed on the following. I got the list right here. We agreed on the following: for hydroponics. What else? Let me look again. Shield thingamabob for temporary hit points, of course, for the ship. Weaponry and like one other thing. Oh, what's the PC? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's the Pokemon PC. It's where you store your Pokemon, or you can swap out. If you want to do that, you can get a Pokemon Center on your ship if you want, like the thing that heals your Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah. So all those 4 things, including that Pokemon Center thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds
I
right.
have to think.
Yep. So we'll get to the on the break. We'll do the upgrading the ship for buying stuff and everything, because we'll have to figure out how much money that'll be for everyone, if everyone's going to chip in some to get that. But yes, we will do that on the break as well. Adolfin.
First off, I want to harvest.
Yeah, your berry planter.
My berries. It was D3, right? Plus 1.
D3 plus 1, yeah, so D6 halved. Oh,
2!
you get 2 berries. Henry, do you wanna? I forgot you had a berry. You had a bush too, didn't you? A berry bush.
No, I just have a planter. I was going to get green thumb, but
Oh, okay.
there were more important things for me to get first.
Okay.
So I have
Well-
berries, and I have a planter. I just can't use it yet.
Yeah.
You just
Well-
can't grow them yet.
As you were about to exit the ship, you notice that Adolfin is picking berries from his planter.
What you got there?
Oh! Hi, you're actually awake.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's interesting because you guys have always one has usually been awake while the other's been asleep, so you've never actually met each other. This is the first time actually
We've always
meeting.
seen each other. It's like always seen
Yeah.
each other, but never actually
And it's over a plant.
Yeah. This is the first like real conversation you've had with each other, but you've seen each other.
So yeah, Adolfin, Henry comes over to you and starts chatting you up.
Hi, yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Hi, Adolfin, pleasure to meet you.
Henry. Likewise.
Okay, yes. Why have you been sleeping all this time?
See, guys, I have this bad habit of getting really hurt, and sleep is the only way to fix that.
Ah. Okay, good to know. Well, this is a blackberry plant.
Really?
Yes. Do you want a blackberry?
I have a few, but sure.
No, I have plenty. He opens up a bag and it's just full of blackberries.
Well, that
There's about like
definitely
50?
that definitely throws my 3 out the water.
Not right.
I have 35 now.
Oh yeah, because you weren't able to plant it. That's right, or not you, Adolfin. Henry wasn't able to plant it because he didn't have green thumb yet. Okay, I was gonna have you make some rolls, but I forgot you don't have green thumb. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want one? He just,
Yeah,
he
sure.
just holds out. Okay. You get a blackberry from me.
I now have 4 blackberries.
Nice.
Adolfin is going to definitely be selling some blackberries. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So you know how these things work, then?
Yes.
I haven't got a clue.
Well, it's really quite simple, actually. What you have to do is you have to open up the cover first, obviously, because then otherwise you can't plant the damn thing, and then you have to just dump the seed, only one seed, or the fruit. The fruit helps actually because that helps with the growth cycle. But you basically just dump it in, cover it all up, give it some water. You have to give it some love and water, otherwise it doesn't grow. And then once you do that, it starts growing. Quite simple, really.
I see. I'll
Really, it is. Do you have one?
yeah.
Oh,
Pull up
well,
the berry planter.
why didn't you give it a try?
I will say, in this case, since he is helping you, I will allow you to use the green thumb feat, in the stead of not actually having it. Yeah.
As a shared feature.
Yeah. In this one case. So, but any more that you want to plant in the future, you will need the green thumb.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of. Which berry are you planting, by the way? Because I know you have quite a few, don't you?
I have 4
ones.
blackberries.
Oh, I thought you had different kinds of berries.
No, I only bought blackberries because
Okay.
I was gonna make poppins out of them.
Okay. So yeah.
No, I'm the one who's got more than one head.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Billions and billions and billions of berries.
So yeah, as you show him how to plant the tree, you can always, if you wish, swap out trees and stuff too. Like, if you wish to plant something else, you can take the tree out of it and plant something new. But yes, as you show him how to plant the blackberry, essentially in this case using the green thumb feet to help him grow his. I forgot how many days go by before it becomes a tree.
I think it's 3.
Okay. So yeah,
It's either 2 or 3. I know I had to wait a couple of days before I could even start harvesting it.
Yeah.
And then it was every day.
And then it's every day. Yeah. Yeah.
So Henry, after about 3 days, it often mentions in about 3 days it should become a tree, in which case you can start harvesting it, and I believe it's 1d3 plus 1, or is that also a green thumb thing?
Let me check it for you.
I think it was just for harvesting in general, so...
Because it's a portable planter, it gets a +1 to
That was
the
it, yeah.
rolls.
Okay.
That was it. The portable planter gave it a +1.
Okay, so it's just a d3 then.
So if you're
Plus
picking
1.
him in the wild, it'd just be a D3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if it's in a portable planter, you get a bonus. That's kind of cool.
Nice. That's actually
Yeah,
really
and
cool.
then if you add mulch to it, plant mulch or whatever it's called, it gets another +1. So
Ooh.
if Adolphin really wants to, he could get mulch and then get even more berries out
I
of
think
it.
there's
I
also
have
different type of
plans.
mulch
I have
too.
plans.
Nice.
Yeah, I forgot about mulch in general. Like, I keep forgetting that mulch even exists in the Pokemon games, but yeah.
So yes, as you plant this tree, yeah, you managed to plant it, and anything else you wish to do while you're here talking to me with each other?
After explaining how to use the portable planter to Henry, Elton go. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Henry. I have things. Well, I have some ideas about what to do, so I'm gonna head out. You're welcome to join me, but I have some things.
Things like what?
Well, I don't want to keep growing berries, or at least blackberries. I want to grow some other things. So I'm gonna go and see if I can try and find some seeds. I've heard about this wonder material called fertilizer. I'm gonna try and find some of that as well. Maybe try and get some of that and use it. Although I'll need some advice from that's the plan anyway, and maybe a couple of other Pokeballs.
Well, if you don't mind a little company, I was gonna explore the town anyway.
Yes, Ryoki, well, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to join.
Unfortunately, I will be here on this ship as I need to, looks at it, upgrade it.
Oh, okay.
As a
okay.
panel falls off.
Okay, that's fine. Echo, that's good.
All right.
Keep my eyes open for contest hall.
Nice. Okay, back to Robert. As you can see, when Robert, as you're walking towards the information desk, kiosk, stuff like that, just the front end. You can see shortly, kind of far back behind you, that Adolphin and Henry are kind of following his suit, but they're kind of just talking. They're kind of talking to each other. It looks like they're gonna be heading off somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I will ask the lady or the gentleman that's working at the kiosk, or I'll guess they also could be genderless. They could be an android. I'm not going to assume their gender. Even though Robert is a boomer.
You ask the being.
Yeah, I asked them, like, if they have any information about the city. It's particularly something that I could take with me.
As you walk up to the counter and ask this, you can see behind the counter there's another golem person. More blue-haired in this case, or blue gemmed like you've seen before with the blue taurodite man you found. He says, "Oh yes. In fact, basically he explains to you that there's a it's like a, how like you plug a USB in and you can download stuff from it. There's a little like wire from your watch that you can plug into your. He says there's a little information box right here. It's where we store the maps of the city, and they're free. So you can just if you just plug your watch into this, and it'll download automatically. An access port, yes.
Is there ways to give it to other people? Like, have them download it off of my watch as well?
Well, I mean, our thing is just with the wired, but like, obviously it's since it's free, you can basically send it to anyone. You can send it through email and stuff too. So
fantastic.
basically,
Alright,
like looking at a picture, it's you can send a picture of a map to someone via email or over chat of some kind, so you can just send it to them through your watch.
Alright, sounds great. I thank you. And then
You're
I'll
very welcome.
download it. And I also will run back to the ship and get on it and ask.
Oh, and also when you looked, because you said you looked at the request board for a little bit too.
Oh yeah, I did take a glance at that.
You did a lot of the stuff that was for the city, at least in this general area, because they might have some others in other areas of the city too. Because this big, the metropolises are pretty big. So in this general area, a lot of them are just deliveries. Like helping bring packages from one place to another. Basically, delivery requests.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will either download that or like take a picture of it or something like that, just to keep in mind.
Yeah, these wouldn't have like a download because it's like if you download it, it's basically taking the mission. So you take a picture of it from your watch. You just kind of like lift your arm up and click and take a picture.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll run back onto the ship and ask Kate if she wants to come with me.
I mean, I don't really have
Or if
anything
she-
better to do, so
Okay.
she comes
Alright.
with you.
Fantastic. I also will send the map to Adolphin and Henry and Echo, if Echo needs.
Yep. You three
'Cause
here
I know,
beep
I
on
know
your.
Echo expressed the want to go find a scrap shop, so maybe that'll be on the map. So
Yeah. You three each here beep on your watch and see that Robert has sent you a map of the city.
Awesome.
Robert is such a dad. Like the first thing that the dad will do is like grab a pamphlet and give it to his kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
In all capital letters, Echo was front. Thank you.
Of course, Echo spawns in all caps. Hey, at least you didn't
You get
respond in
nothing from
binary.
Yeah.
I respond with neat.
You just get a text on your phone. So neat.
No.
Well,
They're
looking
like,
at the
you do get
map,
some-
is there a library here?
Not near here, but on the other side of town, there most likely is. It's kind of farthest away from the noise, so.
Yeah.
Right. And then,
yeah.
yeah. Then Adolphin, what were you saying?
Is that you would get something from Edith and it'd be thanks. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
But also, Adolphin is going to try and find a gardening store where he can buy a seed for an apple farm.
Nice. Yes, you would.
And fertilizer.
Nice. Yes, kind of on the same side of town where Robert's going to the library. It would be something kind of over there. Well, actually, yeah, because but kind of more on the like the northwestern side of the city. The library would be like northeastern side of the city. Like if where you guys kind of landed would be the western side of the city. Kind of more closer to where the open area in the desert is, kind of, because that's where they'd have a lot of the ships kind of land is like in an open area. So yes, you guys, Adolphin and Henry, you guys head towards the northeastern or northwestern part of the city, as Adolphin goes for the garden store.
While I am doing that, Henry, because you've been asleep for the most time, you won't have seen this before, but Adolphin will reaches into his pack and pulls out what basically looks like two dowsing rods, and then holds them out in front of him, as I activate my item finder.
Oh, you
Oh,
have
nice.
too.
But basically, it looks like
we
you're
have a
holding two
dowsing
darts.
rod. We
It's
don't have a
Oh,
basically
okay.
the directions of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, would
It
it be
lo- it
common
looks-
for me to be confused about how it looks?
It might look similar to the dowsing rod that Robert has. But yes, it
Yeah, 'cause that
definitely
was our
is
first
more
interaction.
yellow. His is more like grayish and like, you know, brownish. Adolphin's looks more yellow. So yes.
So I'm gonna do that on the way. I
Yay.
can't remember how to do that.
Yep, I gotta find the thing again. There it is. Pickup ability.
Also,
Okay.
does Zizagoon have pickup? Yeah, we'll say because also.
I don't
Luther
think
might
I don't
pick
think
himself up,
Luth.
too.
I was gonna say I don't know if Luther has pickup, but
Oh, okay.
No.
does any of your Pokemon have pickup?
No. Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Hey, Ursa has pickup.
None of the ones that are my I don't think no, none of them do.
Okay.
I do have Frisk, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ted
So-
Warner has pickup.
Nice. So if you wish to, you can have you once you realize what he's doing, you can have Tedwardo do the same if you wish and use pickup. Basically,
Pops his head out
these.
of the backpack and wants to explore the city.
Okay. He doesn't leave like too far. He kind of just searches around the area in
stays
general,
within
but
proximity.
yeah.
Take
doesn't.
something out of someone else's back pocket.
But yeah, if you both wish to, or I mean, obviously you both wish to with this, so I need you guys to both roll me a d20.
19.
Whoa.
Almost
So,
the
Adolphin,
complete
you're
opposite.
your
Come on then.
your
Okay.
your
I
item.
did roll a physical die and see what the result will be as well. There was 11, so that's pretty good.
Oh. Yeah, your item fighters kind of start, you know, pointing in directions, but then they start pointing in another direction, and then when you start going that way, they point in a different direction. You're starting to think maybe it's not it's detecting things that people are holding onto, but
Yeah.
then they stop glowing and they kind of turn themselves off, and you didn't find anything, unfortunately. For you, Henry, yeah, let's do that. So Henry returns to you with a scarf around his neck.
Ted Wardo.
Or, sorry, yes, Tedwardo returns to you with a scarf around their neck.
Holy shit, you look gorgeous.
It is I'm gonna say it's a choice scarf. Because you rolled a whole item.
Yeah.
Ow. You know what, Adolphin, as you kind of look disappointed as your item finder doesn't go, you do find one single Pokeball at your feet.
Oh god, really? The
Yeah.
the pity. The pity.
You said you rolled an 11.
Dude.
You said you rolled an 11, and I'm like, all right, it's
No,
a
no, no,
Pokeball.
no, 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 no. I rolled the 1. I rolled
Okay,
the 1.
yeah, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
give me this. Don't give me this. I rolled a 1.
Okay, okay.
You go to pick
What
it
is
up,
it?
but Teddy Ursa picks it up instead.
And then it turns out it's just chocolate.
Yeah, you find a Pokeball, but when you open it up, it's just like a chocolate bar inside. It's like a fake plastic Pokeball that doesn't actually work.
All right, so as you guys head over, you guys make it to the greenery. The greenhouse essentially it's like a garden center. It'd be like a greenhouse or something. It's actually a pretty big greenhouse.
It's a Home Depot.
It's a Green Depot. No. Yeah. So, yeah, there's as you walk inside, there's like gigantic amounts of tree, like not only just like the berry planters, like you see a lot of the berry planters that you have that you guys carry around, but there's also slightly bigger ones like tier 2 and tier 3 ones, because I think yours only can do tier 1 berries, right? Yeah. So they've got the tier 1s, 2s, and 3s. They've got giant trees in the back, kind of like in the background, just kind of for scenery. But you know, there's like, you can definitely see like in the background of these trees, there's like a lot of Pokemon just sitting in there, just kind of like, yeah, that almost looks like they're cultivating stuff in the trees as well, like nuts, berries, honey. You know, some comb bee flying around. You know, so it's just basically they're also providing stock, but they seem to look pretty happy. So
Okay.
there's a bunch of trees, ferns. You know,
I'll go and find. Well, being overwhelmed and never finding this thing, he's going to take a leaf out of Robert's book, because Robert's done this before as well. So he's gonna go. Okay. Looks around for like a help desk or a receptionist there.
perception for what?
No,
A receptionist.
Oh, receptionist. Yeah, there'd be like a well, if not a receptionist, because this place is pretty big. You do manage to find someone who does work here. They seem to be wearing like almost like a it's not a bib. What are those front like a
Apron?
apron? Yeah, they're wearing like green aprons. You know, like some stained here and there. But they seem to be like having a watering can and they're watering their plants as they go along.
I'll walk up to say, excuse me.
Oh, hello! And you see this long, like short, long-haired girl, brown hair, blue eyes. She's just with the white shirt and the green apron. She's like, "How can I help you?"
Hey, yes, I'm. Well, first off, do you sell apricorn seeds?
Apricorns. Yeah.
The seeds. I don't need apple trees or anything. I just.
Oh, you just want the seeds? Yeah. Yeah. Come with me. And she directs you, and she brings you to essentially the big trees towards the back. You know, because there's the berry bushes, but then apricorns, they are like basically nuts, and they come from these giant trees. She's like, we do have more simplified versions of them, but these big ones that we've managed to find, they help with getting more of the seeds, and then we sell the smaller versions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so character, sort of kind of in character, sort of kind of out character.
Mm-hmm.
What level are apricorns?
I think they're also tiered. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I think there's 3 tiers of apricorns also.
Let me go to the shop.
I think you get the most information about them if you're under Pokeball Crafter. Because they're the ones that make
true.
the most use of it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think there are tiers for apricorns.
Are they not?
No, because there's tiers for berries, but apricorns is just red, yellow, blue, green, pink, white, black.
Oh yeah. Sure enough.
Okay.
The yield roll is different, but that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, it's like a
There it is.
1d2 minus 2,
Two.
I think.
Apricorns are a fruit that can be turned into apricorn Pokeballs. Finding a smith to make them isn't always easy. It's usually simpler to buy the Pokeballs in stores. But yes. Yeah, they don't have a tier. But apricorns, okay, apricorns, berries, and herbs may be grown by a trainer with appropriate features and edges. Once planted, it takes 2. So it's about the same. Apricorns, berries, and herbs are all the same days amount to mature. Yeah. They gain the number of berries or herbs, apricorns, etc. equal to the results of the roll. So it's the exact same as your berry planting stuff. It's just
effectively
these,
tiered now.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, so. Sorry, the conversation I should have with Echo, but does it make? I mean, you have to excuse me. I'm the one who has to ask all the questions. I don't have a fucking clue about Pokemon and
Yeah, you're good.
and the whole world and stuff. So, I know that there are different Pokeball colors. Are there different Apricorn colors, and do they function the same?
So there are different Apricorn colors, and they do function the same as, you know, like some Apricorn might make Pokeballs or whatever, but like red Apricorns make a level ball. A level ball is like, I think it's the more difference based on you and your Pokemon to the thing you're fighting. It makes it easier to catch based on the level difference, or harder.
As long as it's lower level.
Yeah, I know. But this is my question then. Is that the same for Apricorns?
Yeah, because the Apricorns. Oh, sorry. Can you get what?
Yeah. So if say that you have a want to call it a Super Bowl, but it's not. It's
A Great Ball.
A Great Ball, for example. Say that if you have a Great Ball. Can you get an Apricorn that can be made into a Great Ball effectively?
Okay, in that case, I don't actually think there is, because they've
Okay.
Yeah, so they each
Apricorns
Apricorn
only make special ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so Apricorns only make Apricorn balls.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fine. That tells me enough.
Okay. So yes,
Yeah,
red Apricorns do level balls. Yellow Apricorns are moon balls. Blue Apricorns are lure ball. Green Apricorns are friend ball. Pink Apricorns are love ball. White Apricorns are fast ball, and black Apricorns are heavy ball. I know that means nothing to you, but
That means absolutely nothing.
Oh.
So cool. I'm going to go for the most basic one ever and ask how much that costs.
let's see.
And also, if you take a class called Pokeball Crafter, you can make them into even better balls.
Actually, I think it actually says
Which
how
I
much.
can pick it up.
Oh, Apricorns. Oh, yield roll. Okay, so Apricorns on a plant type, they do have a different yield roll. Apricorns are 1d2 minus 2. Instead of a tier 1 berry, are just a 1d3 minus 1 on the regular thing. So,
1 to 2 minus 1.
yeah. So, Apricorns are worth... I wish it would say on that. Actually, I think I put it in the thing here. One sec. If I type Apricorn. Apricorn. Oh, I didn't have them in there. Okay. I thought I did. Huh. Okay, weird. I would probably say they're about worth the same as berries. So... Wish it was easier to find them. Okay, yeah. So, I will say... sorry. They're essentially those. Yeah, they're tier 1 berries are that. Okay, so they're essentially still tier 1 berries. So they're 150.
Okay. Then, Adelfin will spend literally almost all the rest of his money
Okay.
to get this one Apricon.
Oh.
Because he has $155 or whatever it's called.
I thought you had more.
Be poke in this case.
No, I only had.
Oh,
Yeah, I had more, but had to spend it and be frugal with it. So I have now literally 5 poking, whatever it's called.
Wow.
That name will not stick in my head, I'm afraid.
No, that's fine. You can save money. I gotcha.
We could call them Ching Chongs.
150 silvers. Actually, no. I'm gonna call them silvers because that's literally how Idefun looks at them.
Mm-hmm.
150 silvers.
All right.
So he'll spend 150 silvers. If you don't mind.
Yeah, you're good. You call them whatever you want.
On that. And then we'll say, then we'll ask. I have a lot of berries that I really don't need right now. Can I sell them?
Oh, yeah, of course. Obviously, well, we don't buy them for the full amount that we sell them, but yeah, of course.
How much would you?
So if there's 50, probably about half. So 75 poke each.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll
We do enjoy buying berries from people because even though we get the seeds, we don't often get the berries.
That's wonderful. Then
The berries are usually sold at convenience stores, so we just, if you sell us the berries, we can then sell them to people that want them. But we also feed them to our Pokemon because they, if we don't manage to sell them, they get old. So we do feed them to our Pokemon that help us here. So.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very much understand. Before we start doing that, could you tell me how much a tier 2 planter would be?
Tier 2 planter?
Yes, please.
A tier 2 planter is... Hang on. Portal Gore Berry Planter. So one of them was 2,000. Hang on. Let's search it in there. Okay. Portable grower berry planter. Growers we use fertilized. Each grower holds one plant. Portable growers cost 2,000. So I think you can just buy a tier 2 one, but it's like you wouldn't be able to put a tier 1 berry in a tier 2 planter.
No, that's fine.
They're 2,000.
Okay, that's well, I
figured the planters would be the same.
They are the same.
Depends on the berry you put in it.
Yeah.
Would you be able to perhaps increase the amount that you would pay for the berries?
Roll me a...
Charm.
Haggling.
I was gonna say either charm or... I'll say either charm or focus.
Are you sure?
Well, it's either just charm, but I'm okay with doing focus. Because you're basically keeping your calm to, you know, yeah, I'm okay with focus.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna go with focus because you've offered it.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure you have a freaking high focus.
I do. That was 20.
Focus.
It's like, the focus.
And that's an average roll.
Let's see, if I do 150. And let's do it like this then.
And smiling sweetly, and you can tell that I'm just sort of smiling and being open and honest, and not at all being a horrible businessman, and just you know.
Okay. I'll say okay. She's like, yeah, I'll do it. 115.
That sounds. I think if I do my mathematics pretty correctly, that should cover it.
Sorry to go like.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's absolutely fine. Would you be happy taking 24 blackberries?
24.
24. She's like, yeah, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Then
Yes, you get 115 times.
2,760.
Yeah. Oh my god.
which will be enough. Which I will then immediately spend 2,000 of that to get myself a tier 2 tier 2 berry planter.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then I will also ask about fertilizer.
Yeah, we sell that here. Fertilizer would be.
I'm still learning the whole growing things, etc. I'm having lots of fun with it. It's quite interesting. But with fertilizer, I'm presuming it doesn't last. Is it one use, or do you have a special, or is there a special formula that means the fertilizer lasts for a very long time?
Fertilizers.
So basically, I'm asking for mulch.
Yeah. Oh, mulch is what I was typing fertilizer.
Mulch is temporary. You have to essentially place it on the following day.
Oh yeah, no.
And it costs 200 per unit.
Okay. I was trying to find that and I couldn't find it, but yeah.
200 per unit. Okay. Then in that case,
must be spelling mulch wrong.
I'll buy like. Then I'll get two lots of mulch.
Okay.
Which leaves me.
Oh, excuse me.
400, right? Yeah. That's gonna be 360. Cool.
Thought I put mulch in fantasy grounds. Mulch is right there. Okay. You have 200 per unit. Maybe used to temporarily increase soil quality. Maybe applied to a plant to increase soil quality of a plant by +1 for the following day. This cannot make a soil quality go above +2, and yeah, it costs 200 per unit.
Okay. I'll get 2.
Nice. Sounds good.
So yeah, that's going to leave me now 360 Pokemon.
I'll have to add mulch into the items. For some reason, it's not in there. Well,
thank you for all this. Here's all
yeah,
your
you're very
berries.
welcome.
Hands over a massive bag full of berries.
She takes the bag and you see a lombre walk up. It is basically a giant frog with a lily pad on its head, and she kind of, as it's walking by, she's like, "Hey, lombre." She goes, "Lombre, can you take these, please, and bring them into the back?" It's like, "Lombre," and he just, he kind of just stands there, and she puts it on his lily pad, and then he walks away with his bag of berries on his lily pad hat.
You missed the opportunity to have a look.
I know. That's why I don't want a Ludicolo. I want a lombre.
Yeah, I think Ludicolo would bounce too much and the berries would fly off.
Yeah. So yeah, you see this. Yeah.
Thank you so much for all the help.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And then she hands you the
Would
poke.
This sounds like a very, very strange request. Would you be okay if I collected the multiple grower on my way out and had a bit of a wander around? Because,
Yeah, we always appreciate people looking.
well, I'm actually fascinated by all your plant-like Pokemon.
Oh, you like the... Okay, yeah.
Array of Pokemon.
There are definitely a big variety of Pokemon here. There's a couple hanging from trees that almost looks like a pair of cherries, or like a couple of them. There's
Jeez.
she points them out as she kind of, that one's called Cherubi. And then we have oh yeah, and then there's there's one that actually looks a lot bigger than all the other ones. It's like it looks like a giant lizard with leafy wings, and from its neck hang a pair of like a bunch of They're called nanab berries. They're basically a bunch of bananas hanging from its neck. She's like, that was called a tropius.
Yeah, it's
Wait
like
a
a
minute.
big old
That's
like
not fruit. That's his
Brontosaurus.
beard.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Neil.
No, you're fine. I'm enjoying this.
Unbelievably sorry. It's
Yeah.
just when your descriptions are great. It's just my mind can't frame them in again.
Basically,
and
yeah.
puts things in places where it probably shouldn't belong.
You see a long neck with a bunch of berries hanging from its neck.
Yeah, it's fine.
And,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Bananas.
It's fine.
Bananas. Yeah. No, you're good. I think it's
Bananas.
hilarious.
It's all because of bananas.
Oh, mate, no, no. The bananas are just part of a whole string of things that's just been going through my head recently.
Bananas are the root of all evil.
And she
so
continues to point out some of these. What is it?
Adolfin will probably just and it's up to you if you want to stick around, Henry. But Adolfin's forgotten about you now, and
Yeah,
is going to.
Yeah,
is
Henry,
going
you
to-
definitely see Adolfin just like wandering now, looking at all
Almost
these amazing Pokemon.
mesmerized.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I got somewhere to be. So, I wander off, go looking for a contest hall.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. As you
Or
exit,
somewhere where I could buy a grooming kit.
in fact, okay, over by on your map, you notice over by the library, there's like a haircut store, like a
boutique.
a boutique, yeah, exactly. And as you kind of walk over there, you notice as you pass by, because it is a nice day out, even though for a sand desert planet, it's pretty nice out. So the doors to the library are open, and you see Robert inside. Because you were going to the library, right?
Oh, wait, yeah, the library's attached, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
Makes sense.
well, they went to the northwest, and the library's in the northeast. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we will. I keep forgetting it is that time though. We do need to take a break, so we will come back to Henry and Robert and Echo when we get back from break. So, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Get your snacks. Take your piss if you need it. No.
Welcome if you got it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be back probably about 10-15 minutes. If we're back sooner than that, you'll know then. But hopefully about 10 minutes. So be right back. Don't go anywhere. welcome back, everybody. So returning, we go to, we're gonna go to Echo for now. Right now, Echo, you're back at the ship, pressing buttons on the terminal. As you can see, these arms kind of grabbing things that you have decided to upgrade the ship. It kind of almost like essentially like without breaking the ship apart too much, so it can get stuff inside as well. It kind of pulls the ship apart, almost as if you like kind of look at a blueprint and it kind of starts separating the image, kind of thing. It kind of starts doing that, and you can see it adds it puts some metal framing in the area. I'll let you decide where the hydroponics go, but it puts in a hydroponics area on your ship.
Oh fuck! I forgot it. We need the EVA stuff, environmental suits.
That isn't part of the ship, so you can actually go buy that separately. But yes, the hydroponics start getting placed in the ship, and basically creates a greenery in your ship for planting and stuff like that. You can use it as a. It doesn't turn it into like the berry planters like Adolfin and Henry have, but you can basically start planting any. I guess I'll say you can plant any tier of berries in these hydroponics. I'd say there's probably enough for 5 of them, like 5 slots for that, because that's all you can really fit on the ship. If you got a bigger ship, you can get a bigger one. Yeah, it basically considers these types of bushes wild bushes, so you wouldn't get any plus from the berry planters. It would just basically create wild bushes on your ship. And then you see it kind of starts messing with the engines and almost like makes them smaller but more powerful as it increases the speed of your ship by 3. You then also get it kind of takes the parts from a Pokemon Center as the smaller hands from somewhere else, not a part of the ones building the ship, has built a Pokemon Center. You said a Pokemon Center and the PC, or just the PC?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say it was for both then. Yeah, that's fine. So they're basically a part of the same machine. One side has the part for healing, the other side has the monitor for swapping over your Pokemon when you need to. And then it kind of, a bigger arm kind of grabs it and takes it. I'll say it puts it in the lounge area, you know, so it's like, you know, kind of in the main area you guys kind of always hang out in. Unless you want it in the engineering room, kind of by where you enter the room, or where you enter the ship.
I was thinking the medical goes into the our lab / medical area. The medical one.
Okay.
And the PC goes in the lounge.
So we'll say the oh, you don't want them separate. Okay. So the PC will go in the lounge, and the PC area will go in the lab for like healing and stuff like that. And,
Yeah,
you know.
right next to the reanimation machine.
Yeah, right next to the reanimation machine. Then also you what were the other ones you got?
Shield generator.
Okay, so yeah, as you see, this little tiny hand pops out from underneath and kind of starts messing with it, and it's just almost you hear click, and a bluish hue ends up going around your ship and creates a shield, giving it temp HP.
It'll be 20.
Yep.
And then after that, if you could, I think, speed.
Yep, that was
Of
the
course, the
engines.
railgun. You forgot that.
Oh yeah. So out of this big arm kind of goes behind the ship, and it just lifts up this big, huge gun that kind of, or maybe not. Well, it is a railgun, so it's like it's kind of big. It kind of gets put on, I think. I need to look at the picture of the ship again.
Alright, Corey. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
well, I'll say, I think there's little hallways that go towards the like ship wings. So the railgun will get put on the side of the ship, and there will be like a little like area for like someone to like go down at the end and operate on the wing to shoot the railgun.
Gotcha. And if you could give me the price for the airlock EVA suit area, that would be helpful, because adding it all up, I'll send the thing
I
above
think.
to you.
And luckily,
I
they only
have
need
to go.
3 suits. Yep.
Yep, no problem. All right, so the
Echo does not need a breathing suit, but environmental suits are
Yeah.
death, though.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah,
good.
well,
I'm going to get going, so...
Have a
bye,
good one,
everybody.
River. We'll see you later. Oh, I do need to bring in. Sorry, I need to remove pin. Add pin. Oop. Dang it! I accidentally muted you, Ed. Okay. We'll do that for now.
Accidentally.
Yeah. So the detrimental suits. I need to figure out what was the.
detrimental suit.
I don't know. What was it called? What did he say it was?
Environmental hazard suit.
Yeah,
Environmental hazard suit.
I don't know
slash-
if that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's an EVA, which is yeah.
Okay. Oh, EVA.
Yeah, EVA.
Gotcha. I heard an A.
EEVEE.
Jeez.
Oh, speaking of which, that'd be an interesting Pokemon for Adolphin.
Well-
an Eevee that becomes a Leafeon.
I'm sure they have enough to buy it, so I'm gonna
It's
say
a
that
mammal that becomes a plant.
they'll manage to get them as a pair of suits comes out of the ground, and basically almost like on a coat hanger. And Echo manages to pick them up and bring them into the ship. He kind of puts them. They'll be stored in the engine area. There's no really. He got the suits. I don't know if he got the or if they got the. It's like a room that so they can depressurize and go into space without
Like an airlock.
an airlock. Yeah. Did they say airlock or just the suits?
Yeah, yeah, reverse
Okay.
the airlock too.
Airlock is an actual part of the thing, so that might cost a little more to get the suits and the airlock. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'm
Echo
also assuming
managed-
that this port operates on credit because Echo does not have all the money because Robert has some of it. And
Yeah, that is true. We'll talk about that after the game.
yeah, we'll pay it. Back, yeah.
I also forgot. We did bring up about the item for the on the thing, or for the magic item that was redeemed. We didn't really talk about what it was, but I had an idea in my head of what it could be. So what we will do, and it can go to whoever it was, because there is talk of contests, because it sounds like Henry wants to go and do a contest. So
And Robert is interested.
yeah. So we will do what it is. It's a held item related to the contest stat stuff of their choice. Whoever wants it.
Okay.
If you don't have
Is
an
it
airlock
contest stats up?
no,
Or
it'd be
just-
like
Just a contest item.
it's a contest item, like a held item that ups the. It's like because I think contest stats like accessories give you boost to like the D6, like if you have a beauty D6 or something,
I guess Echo's off making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Echo has upgraded the ship, and currently they're still upgrading it. But as they upgrade it, we will head off to whoever wants to go next. I know we were just with Adolphin, Henry. Technically, yeah.
You don't need to go. You don't need to go with me. Elephant's now in his.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I was like,
And I guess the camera follows me now.
the camera was following Henry. We saw a Robert in the library. So it just depends. Do Robert or
Actually-
Henry want to go?
We could do a bit of Robert that like takes up like while Henry
Yeah,
and Adolf.
well,
in the
Henry and
group
Adolf.
everything.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to meet up with him outside,
Because
I
then,
can see why.
because
But
then
yeah.
Henry eventually meets up with Robert again.
Yep.
sounds like.
Okay. So then what
Well,
we'll do
looking
is we'll go to
for-
Robert.
I was gonna say I'm looking for two things. One of which being a grooming kit, and the other one being a poffin mixer.
Yeah, of course. So, but yeah, we will go to Robert. So Robert, this will be a while back. You know, as they would have gotten to theirs after you got to the library. But as you head up to the library, the doors are wide open, and you can see it almost seems like a one of those days where it's just like. There seems, I don't know, I mean, there seems to be like, it's a guest day, like someone important, like someone who wrote a book, there's like a book stand outside of their front gate.
Does it have a name of the author and the book in question?
It does. Their name,
You can't just say that that's a thing and then not have something ready.
I know, their name is,
Stephen Boulder.
Oh gosh, Stephen Stone.
their name is Ren Wibble.
What? Okay.
Ren, and then their last name, Webol. Wibble.
And what's their
Wibble.
book? What's their book?
The book is,
If it's a book signing.
How to Train Your Dragonite.
no.
Perfect.
The book is about famous catchphrases.
Famous catchphrases. Well, that's not something that Robert is interested in. While I am like walking up, though, I do check my map to see if there's any other upcoming events in the city, not just like from the library, because obviously it's having some sort of an event. But is there any events like contests, like gym things, like stadium stuff, like,
Well,
other upcoming...
Was there anything you wanted to do at the library?
Yes, but also, like, while I'm walking up to the library, I'm, like, checking, like, the itinerary of, like, the rest of the city, too, just to see, like, what else is...
Oh, yeah, so what is it you're looking for as you're kind of walking?
Just, like, upcoming, like, events, like, tournaments,
Yeah.
contests, stuff, like, various things, because he's interested in watching...
Not a whole lot of, like, big events, just because, like, in this city, you do see things about, like, the main big center building, kind of where, like, you can tell it's kind of like where all the important, like, because they have to be able to power the city, and also, like, like the mayor would be, like, living, like, all the big important people that take care of the city would be living in the center building, which is basically a big giant pillar at the center, with the city kind of surrounding it. It almost looks like Lumios, where the Paris building that's in the center, or like
the Paris building.
You know what it is, the power plant. It basically looks like a giant tower erecting into the sky, and that's where actually the contest is held as well.
Would you say it's very proud?
Do they also have, like, Pokemon tournaments here?
I mean, yeah, there'd be like, like, not big tournaments, but like, there's
A stadium.
a stadium, yeah.
Stadium, that's what it's called. Yeah. Alright. Because,
It would probably also be in the building, so.
Yeah, so I'll check just to see if there's any upcoming contests or, like, little tournament battles in the stadium, that kind of stuff also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you walk up to the building, it gets pretty big. It's basically like 100 stories tall. It's pretty tall. But yes, it's you kind of get outside. There's all the doors are locked right now. But there definitely are signs that say like at this time of the day is when they have contests open. At this time of the day, they've got the stadium, like free stadium, open. You know, so you can battle anyone you want. It doesn't seem to be any gyms at this particular metropolis.
Okay.
Like, you have read this before when you were doing your teachings. Actually, roll me a general education. I need to start making people roll things.
Where is it? Okay, yeah, I did up it.
Wow!
Robert is so smart cookie, you know?
That was almost all sixes.
Yes, it was.
That would have been a crit. and that says. Yeah, so you definitely know that, like, metropolises on planets don't usually have the gyms. The gyms are still set for the planet's main, you know, like, it's almost like a planet's publicity is their gyms as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The metropolis is just a mega hub for space travelers. It's where you go where if you want to leave a planet to go to another planet, via space bus or anything like that. Otherwise, yeah, all the gyms are going to be native to the planet.
Okay.
Yeah. In case,
well-
and also with that role, I'll say that you actually know about. Well, you already met him, and it was introduced to him as the champion of Gilead as Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
But now you recall, oh yeah, Roscoe, the freaking champion of Gilead, you know, and then you start
Yeah.
recalling the
It's
other
like,
ones.
I remember that he was big for some reason, and now it's like, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
And then you start recalling a
clicked.
couple others, like, from the more populated planets. You know of, oh, what's her name? Well, yeah, you definitely know of Ella Starlight, and,
Yeah. And Dan-
Donnie.
Or Donnie.
Donnie, yeah. You wouldn't know about her. Let me go back to my drive to see if it shows the others. Because I have a lot. I'm trying to remember her name. Oh crap, it's not showing me all of it.
Well, while you're looking that
There
up,
we
I
go.
also turn to Kate and I just kind of point at like a poster for the stadium. I'm just like, you know, when that opens up, I wouldn't mind having a battle with you in the stadium. Kind of fun.
Why wait?
She punches you. No, just kidding. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing it. Sean, do you remember the champion of Zorokoro? You met her in the previous campaign.
I remember,
Carmen.
yeah, Carmen. Yeah.
Yes. You know about Carmen for sure. But that's all
Carmen
for now, really.
Diego.
No.
But yeah. But I also
She's like,
take
maybe we'll have a battle. I mean,
Thank you for that reference.
Well,
I'm actually
I think
surprised. I
that
didn't know that you'd have had that. I thought that was just like American programming. That's kind of cool.
Anyway,
I'm glad that yeah,
sorry.
it's popular.
well, I mean, for a show called Where in the World is Carmen
yeah,
Diego?
I would hope that that's an international, like, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I love that show. Anyways, but I also take mental note of when the contest is, because Robert has seen them before and has enjoyed them, and you might want to
Okay.
see if any of his Pokemon want to participate.
Contests usually happen in the mornings.
Okay. Does it say what the next type of contest is going to be?
This one in particular doesn't have a type. It's just you kind of pick what you want, and it's like they have all the types, but you can only do one a day. Yeah. Because they don't have multiple. They don't really have multiple. I mean, they've got entries, you know, to have big enough. Like you could have like 30 people in one contest. That's why it only really happens once a day. In the case when I do it with you guys, it'll only be about 5 people or 4. Just kind of depends on how long we want it to go. But that way it doesn't. You can't just retry it right after if you lose, kind of thing. It's like even the judges need a break. So
you can only participate once per day. But
Mhm.
yeah, okay.
Yep. But yeah,
Well-
this particular contest hall would have all the choices. You just have to pick which one you want because they all happen at the same time.
Okay.
They're just different like halls,
Hey, that means that Robert and Henry might not have to compete. That's cool. Against each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I will at least still continue to the library,
Okay.
and while there, I will seek out the head librarian.
You see someone sitting at a desk. They're just kind of rifling through paperwork, and he says, "Oh, hello. How can I help you?"
Hello, mister. I am wondering if this library has any information about Gilead, especially the history of Gilead.
Well, for sure. I mean, this is a library of Gilead because, well, we're on Gilead. Anyway, here, I'll show you the way.
I love the idea of an awkward librarian.
Yeah, he shows you, or he at least points you to the direction of the history section. In which case, he says it'll be on this shelf. There are a lot of books. I know for sure it's on this shelf though. And he kind of says like, bookcase C, shelf 2 or something. Like he kind of points you, says that, and then you're easily able to go find the bookcase and the shelf it's on. Takes you a little bit to look through all the books, but yes, you find a book. There's actually quite a few different types of books for the histories of Gilead.
Any
I was thinking he switches language and says, "Look at my yourself out."
Any in particular that look like ancient history or like regal old?
Oh, like that. Roll me a...
Yeah, because I'm looking for very specific types of books.
Roll me a... I'm debating if I want this to be general or... Well, it'd probably be general. Yeah, roll me a general education as you're looking through to see if you can find a more specific book about, like, ancient text, ancient being, like relics and stuff like that.
Roll a Dewey Decimal check.
You find one. It's not as close as you think it would be, but a lot of it is saying that it's like all the different happenstance that people have found within the Sandy Oasis, the Sand Oasis.
Yeah.
It's like basically it's a hodgepodge of mysterious stuff to happen.
Okay.
Some people have found stones, as you see pictures of like what you've seen before, and it's actually those pillars that you've seen before, the pyramids, the pyramid tops of the Giga, what was they?
Gigalith.
No, not Gigalith. Sand. They're the salt dude.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Garganackle.
Garganackle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen him before, so.
Gigalith, I said Gigalith, but I was picturing Garganackle in my head.
Yeah.
I just said the wrong Pokemon.
Interesting enough, you don't find anything about the hole you managed to find before. The sinkhole that turned into a cave. But there are definitely signs of ruins out there.
Okay. Anything about ancient tribes or the Great Sandstorm that I can find?
I'll say you do find something about the sandstorm.
I still have
Yeah.
suspicions that that might be tied to something.
You know, I mean, you can roll me another general education if you want, but I'm gonna make this pretty difficult.
Ooh, I also need to try finding out any information about where that one Desert Psycho was headed.
Ooh, close.
Those are 666. I'm
yeah.
concerned about that.
You know from the book,
I guess Robert was called the Devil, so.
the book doesn't say anything much about, you know, like suspicions and stuff like that. You might, you have to, but you know, it's you've never really heard of a sandstorm, including like this is you specifically. You've never read anything in the past of your 50 years of being a teacher.
25.
25 years of being a teacher. Sorry, I just forget.
Yeah, he's 50 years old now.
About a sandstorm, including class in it.
Yeah.
But it seems fairly normal to these people, though it does mention that, you know, people don't normally go in there because of how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
Because it's basically if sandstorm had another sandstorm on top of it, so you would take 2 instances of take damage.
Yeah.
And I
It's
think the
very
glass
hazardous.
one would not be avoidable, like how some sandstorms are avoidable. Like even rock types will take damage from the glass.
Yeah, even like rock and steel.
Yeah.
Okay. One last thing that I am curious about knowing is, you already said that I looked at a book about the Oasis or the Sand Sea. I want to try finding like rumors of like legendary Pokemon and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
you know, like cryptidy kind of stuff.
Roll me a Pokemon education then.
Because those still have a basis sometimes in truth. And we did find a very culty person looking for a legendary.
Oh, sorry. So it's the Sea Oasis, and the one at the edge of the planet is called the Sand Sea.
Yeah,
It's at
yeah,
the
the Sand
Sand
Sea
Oasis.
is what I'm looking at, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
because that one cult guy and the Psycho Leader were talking
Yeah,
about
you would definitely, with that roll from before then, know that the Sand Sea is another. It's basically one giant. It's like there are mountains and stuff like that out there because there have been like people that gone out there. Just you know the very very like they're the daredevil archaeologists. You know they go like to go out and go get like the lay of the land and stuff. They're not really looking for anything. They just want to. Geologists, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the geologists. You'd find a book on geology about it, and there's like there are mountains out there, but it's basically like if they're mountains are pretty much the only place you can land on by ship. But since it is like it's like almost like a reverse sandstorm. Instead of spitting out the sand, it's like a geyser that's pulling things in. So it's basically a giant sea of quicksand.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
pulling sand in, and this would be knowledge, so that the reason there's a giant sandstorm at one end and almost like no sandstorm and almost like just sand falling into the planet on the other side is because there's one giant tube going through. Like it's assumed that there's a core, but the core is at the center of the basically giant tube where one side spits out the sand and the other side sucks it in.
Okay.
And then you rolled a 13 for Pokemon?
Yeah. 'Cause I want to see if there's any rumors of a large tusked Pokemon, a great tusked Pokemon, if you will.
You find nothing of a great tusked Pokemon. You do, however, find some. You do, however, find out
have no
not a whole lot,
tusked
but
Pokemon.
there's almost like a book. There's almost like a book on well, it's essentially legendaries, but at the same time, like cryptid, like a cryptid book, kind of like a
Yeah.
almost like a Bigfoot kind of situation, you know, because it's still fairly rare to see a legendary Pokemon, but there has been something about like seeing a figure in the sky, and you hadn't seen it because I think it was Henry that saw it before, but there is talk about what could almost be a bird-like creature that doesn't really move, just hovering in the sky.
Interesting. Well, I feel like I've learned a lot. But also, just like everywhere else, the history of this place seems very hard to discern. It's almost like the history that I'm looking for is intentionally being covered up, or just really that lost to time. But it's got to be real. I refuse to believe that it's not.
Roll me a perception check.
I'm not very perceptive. I think, yeah. Intuitive, yes. Perceptive, no.
Ah, okay, yeah. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, he's just like sitting down with a notebook out and writing a whole bunch of stuff down, so he's not paying attention.
Yeah, so you write down about the potential bird in the sky, the mountains in the sandy or in the sand sea, and you actually write down about the hole you guys found before when you were in the sea oasis.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
And
anything you wish
also
to do? Anything else? I mean?
Verbalizing his frustration with
Oh yeah.
the knowledge of the ancient history of this planet being actually very lacking.
You see the guy looks at you and goes, shh, like, because it's a library.
Yeah.
Anything else you wish to do here?
I turn to Kate. What do you want to do? You haven't had any time to actually live a life.
Let's see. I kind of want some ice cream. I've been eating since we got here.
Well, I can treat you to something. Let's find the best place on the planet,
Okay.
or at least the city.
Yay.
I think that city would be the best place on the planet to get ice cream.
Probably. I feel like this planet would be very hard to find it anywhere else.
Yeah. So as you guys head out, you actually see Henry walking by with Eduardo.
Hey, Henry, we were just heading out to grab some food. Do you want to join us?
Sure.
You would know, Henry, that where the food is actually going to be where you're heading also.
I do not change my statement.
Oh.
Sure.
Let's go.
Alright, so yeah. As Robert and Henry and Kate.
I don't know if I've been
Eduardo?
introduced to Kate, though.
Oh, you weren't
Hence
here
the
when that happened,
hesitation.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was still in the ship, knocked out, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or in the boat,
Oh,
or sleeping, so.
yeah, Henry. This is my daughter, Kate.
Hello. I'm his daughter. Long story short, I'm here because I wanted to beat him up, but that's it's a long story, and now I'm hungry.
And also, she's a main Fu animus.
Yeah.
So
She looks a little bit like Robert, but in the sense that she's got white fur instead of blue. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like a main Fu.
Actually, doesn't
Well, main
Fu
Fu
have
is
kind of like a
brown.
yellowish?
Or yellowish brown, yeah.
Yeah, like a brownish yellow.
She's
Yan
a different
Xiao is
one.
the one that has the lighter.
Yeah, main
Yeah.
Fu is white.
But she still took after her mother's color, so
Close enough.
yeah. So when she reaches 30, what level technically, or the age?
I think main Fu is like 50.
I would say it'll be
no,
like
I think they
evolved
changed it in
really
this.
late. Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think we had this discussion before.
Oh yeah, we did. And I can't look at the book list right now because my PDFs are broken.
I'm on it.
That's fine. In any case, she's still a main Fu, but she has the white fur. So
Yeah.
35.
yeah, so
Okay.
fairly close. She's getting to the transition stage.
Yeah, she's like 6 years
But yeah,
old.
yeah. So, yeah, you see this main Fu girl about half the size, well, not half the size of Robert, but still pretty much a lot younger than him. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to remember all that Robert confided into Henry. If he,
He
knew
did
about
actually
that,
already tell you about. Yeah, I forgot. He did tell you about his daughter, who's a main
the
boo.
drama, yeah. So I
Yeah.
probably would have put 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
It was just really jarring to see her like right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot to work out, and yeah,
It's getting
she
there.
came.
Ice cream
came
is
to
the first
find
step.
me. Yeah, so ice cream first.
Ice cream is the first
Oh.
step to forgiveness.
Also, Henry, I don't know if you saw this, and I pull up my watch and I pull up like the events list. I'm like, there's Pokemon contests happening tomorrow.
I'm well aware.
Of course.
I was on my way to pick up some supplies, actually.
Ooh.
You just so happen to be heading in the same direction.
Ah, perfect timing. Yeah,
All right.
I need to talk to my Pokemon and find out if they actually want to participate or not, because I think it'd be fun.
So, as you guys head towards the, essentially the food district at the same time, like fashion district, they're kind of together, even though it'd be weird to have, like, fashion and food, because you could always get stains on your clothes. Anyway, there seems to be a food court, for
Sure,
frozen
they've got the
custard.
equivalent of the Tide pens,
Yeah.
stain removers.
There's just walk-in dryers and washers. It like washes you clean also.
Yeah, a fully clothed shower.
Be interesting.
Or fully clothed dry cleaning, like you wear the
Yeah.
clothes as you dry clean.
So yes, you can definitely see. It almost looks like an outlet strip mall. As there's like a food court. There's a place for entertainment, like a karaoke. There's then also a what you're looking for, Henry. There's like a boutique, with right next to it also a hair salon.
Robert, did you happen to catch the theme of the contest tomorrow?
Apparently, all of the types of contests are happening at the same time, so you just pick which one to register for.
Really?
Yeah, so whichever one suits your fancy.
That's... Well, I've never seen that before, but alright.
I've heard that. Actually, I don't know if Robert would know this, but he's particularly obsessed with this planet. I've heard that Earth has a lot of contest halls that do something like that.
And when he says Earth, Henry, you think of Zorokoro, because you call it
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, different cities have different contest halls, and those contest halls specialize in one certain type until you get to the grand festivals, which are an amalgamation of all.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have Pokemon Emerald Brain, where they don't have contest halls per city.
No, they have battle tents.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright. I turn to Teddy Ursa and ask him if he wants a haircut.
Teddy Ursa, as he kind of just flips his own little piece of hair on the top of his face. He's like, Teddy Ursa.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah, does he nod or shake his head?
Teddy
Well, if it's a
Ursa.
dramatic hair flip, it might be a no.
It's kind of a you decide, because he always trusts your opinion, and basically even if he's only got the little tuft right there, it's the fur that kind of gets shaped. So it's like if you wanted a spiked hair, he'll have spiked hair, or if it's just less or more, it's
Yeah,
weird.
I
I
think I'm just gonna
They
go
have-
looking for a grooming kit first.
They definitely have hair, not extension, but like it's like a drop that makes you grow more hair, so you can kind of get whatever you want. If you have no hair, you get more hair. Unless you have no hair at all, then they can't really do anything about it. But you have to have hair to grow hair.
If you haven't got hair, well, fuck you.
They can give you
That's a
wig.
perfect tagline for a barbershop. No hair? Fuck you.
No hair, no
But
surface.
no, like if you have like a Magnemite, you can attach a wig to the little screw on top of their head. Like
Yeah, true.
a Magnemite with
Magnemite with a wig.
that's normal.
Wow.
Only you guys would come up with that idea.
I want to see that now, though. I want to see a Magnemite with a wig now so bad.
Dude, have you ever
I
seen
mean,
the
we've seen Doug Trio with surfer hair, so...
I was gonna say,
That's true. Yeah. As Pokemon fans, we've already seen some pretty weird stuff that's official.
I just pull off my hat, there's an
Best.
impossible round of Liberty spikes on his head.
Yeah,
Wow.
what is under Henry's hat?
That's a mystery.
he's just like, you're like, it's a, oh, that's right.
It's one of those double D situations where he just doesn't remove his hat.
Like Kyle from South Park. Like,
Man, alright. Yeah, so,
Yeah, I'm trying to find the grooming kit and just not finding it.
I don't think there is technically a grooming kit, like, item.
Isn't there though?
I
Could have
think
sworn
it's
there was.
used for coordinator, though, isn't it?
It is.
It might be a
Like, I
coordinator
think the class
feat, then.
itself actually uses it.
Because it's
Maybe.
like, because I get a bonus from it.
Yeah.
I just need to know where to look. Unless it's called something else, and I'm just stupid.
That could be.
That's stupid.
Would
Well,
that be
no,
a key
I'm
item?
not saying that he's stupid, but I was like, it could be some labeled something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I
Yeah.
look at.
Well, look at the coordinator and see if there's an item that they talk about, and then try to find that item. If not, we can always do a
Yeah, I just
GM.
came back saying
Well-
grooming kits costs
Oh.
500.
It's called a what?
Okay.
Grooming
s-
kits
yes,
cost 500.
I keep on forgetting that Schoolie also has like
Yeah,
the PDFs himself.
he's
like,
on
it's
top
just-
of it. He's kind
Yeah.
of page
Thank you,
28,
Schoolie.
page
thank you.
298, Johnny.
Awesome.
Alright,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm
Thanks,
almost
Schoolie.
there.
That's cool.
Because sometimes it's kind of hard to navigate through several different PDFs and like yeah. So it's really nice to have.
Oops,
Groomer's
298.
kit, not grooming Groomer's kit. Got it.
Oh, Groomer's kit. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
298.
See, once again,
Yeah.
like it's sometimes like a single letter. that
Yeah.
can throw you
Well,
off.
in this case, and an apostrophe.
Three. Yeah, yeah, good point.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
so-
can't control F your way out of that one.
You can basically, yeah, with the Groomer's kit, it just sounds like you would be able to. Oh, use
Because I have the
by
Groomer
trainers. Oh, you do have it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then you'd be able to groom your own Pokemon. Nice. So you definitely can find a Groomer's kit at the hair salon.
I will absolutely subtract $500 from my account right now.
Nice.
If I could get this, thank you. So that brings me to $21.50.
And then the boutique would sell stuff like accessories, like scarves or sunglasses or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Can I buy a Poffin Maker?
Poffin Maker would be at a bakery.
Okay. Well, we're in the
But
food
they're
district.
yeah, so there would definitely be one nearby.
Yeah.
I'd also
Convenient.
probably pick up some, the Pokemon equivalent of tiramisu. If it's Tidward. I found some
Masala?
Oreo thins that were tiramisu flavored. I almost devoured that entire bag myself.
I
Oreo
did
flavored-
not know that existed.
A tiramisu of Oreos? Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
And
Oh, they're-
Oreo
they're
thins
great.
too. Like, it's like the best kind of Oreo,
Nice.
or one of the better kinds.
Right.
Okay.
So you bought the Groomer's kit for 500. The you got Poffin Maker.
how much is that? I'm
Poffin.
still trying to. I'm navigating the spreadsheet slowly because I
Yeah,
can't
and
read
I
these
would
things.
help, but like I said, my PDFs are temporarily not working, so I can't figure out how to get them to work again.
Yeah.
Rumors Kit
Poffin.
and Poffin Mixer. Oh, it's also 500. Okay.
Now you can make Bluck Poffins
Nice.
stain your Pokemon's mouth black.
No, stain them Bluck.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was like an anime thing. Like whenever like a Pokemon would eat like a Bluckberry, like their whole like mouth would just become black.
Well, I do like blackberries. They're
Like stained black.
absolutely
Blackberries.
delicious.
Yeah, blackberries are.
Stop.
Eh. I can live without them.
I don't want to stop.
No, I know. I'm just saying because
Delicious.
we gotta move on.
Yeah, we
because it's
gotta keep
almost
going.
done.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you guys, as Henry, you buy your poppin' maker or mixer, and your grooming kit after stopping by the by the bakery and the hair salon. Did you want to stop at the boutique as well and get some like accessories for Pokemon?
Oh, are you
Maybe.
talking to me?
No, I'm still talking to Henry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. We'll get back to you in a sec. So it's
No, you don't need to.
Yeah, just because of my lack of knowledge currently, I'm gonna say no.
okay, no problem. So
I don't
yeah,
want to sit here and try and research it while
When
things
you-
are happening.
when you finish getting your kits, and then you grab your tiramisu, I will say, there is a, what is it? It's like tiramisus are kind of sweet, so that would be the sweet, what's it called? A sweets, it's a food item.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Sweet Confection. They're 100, and if you give that to Teddy Ursa or Tedwardo, it says the user may trade in this snack digestion buff to gain +4 evasion until the end of their next turn. So basically, it'll last until when your next. You can give it to him; he'll eat it, but just put it in the food slot on your Pokemon, and then you can just decide when to use the digestion buff. It'll give a +4 evasion until the end of their next turn. If the user prefers sweet food, they gain +4 accuracy as well. If the user dislikes sweet
no.
food, they become
He likes
enraged.
spicy food.
Does he not like sweet food, or?
No, he doesn't like sour food.
Okay, then it just does the first effect. Okay, if they were to eat something they
Sweet.
don't like, they would still get the first bonus, but they become enraged then. But yes, it costs 100 Poke. And Robert, if you're going to do the same thing, because I think you can get digestion buffs on your person as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you and what are you buying?
Well,
She
I
wanted
buy
ice
a
cream, so
hearty
no.
meal for myself and Kate, as well as a sweet
Okay.
thing.
Sweet.
I specifically for my ice cream is I have Bluckberry ice cream.
Nice. All right. So
Also,
as you get
I just noticed that there's a food item that
Yes,
because
yep.
of Ed having his head in the gutter, I can't read it any different. It's
called
called the salty surprise.
it's an actual item, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really sad that I even saw that because now it's
Gosh.
gonna be in my head forever.
Are you sure that's ice cream?
Okay, as you guys are enjoying your food and your ice cream, we're gonna go
Moving
to an Elfin.
Yep.
We find you back at the the greenhouse, enjoying the scenery of all the grass type Pokemon.
Well, I'm gonna probably say that all this has been all happening. Edwin has wandered around and very much quite enjoyed what's been going on, and enjoying just seeing all the different grass type Pokemons that all rather the Pokemon that look more like flowers than anything else, or flowers and flowers.
You definitely see a couple of Pokemon that look like flowers as well, but they are actually not grass types.
That's bad.
They look like they're
That
little.
is interesting.
Yeah, there's basically a couple of Pokemon that just look like they're holding onto a flower and they're just kind of dancing around on top of them. Yeah.
Okay.
They're fairly small too. They're like this big. Like actually, I think they're
there
that
will
big.
come a point where there will come a point where he starts to feel a bit overwhelmed. And so we'll thank the employee.
You're very welcome.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. That's very kind. I'll take my things, and he'll actually head back to the ship.
Okay.
Then we'll see that the ship is currently busy, and we'll.
I will say by the time you get back, the ship will be finished.
So
but
it's
it
no
is
longer noisy or anything like that.
Yeah, but it's slightly bigger. The engines are slightly smaller. Well, not bigger. I'd say it looks about the same, but with the upgrade or with the upgrades that happened and stuff like that, it definitely looks a little more sleek. Like it looks like it could fly faster, but it looks freshly polished. It no longer looks like the crap heap when you first got it. It looks better actually.
Is this the ship that we came in? Or? Okay. That's good. Oh, nice. And then
Echo just says,
what
yes,
he'll
this
do-
is the same ship.
What he'll do is he'll then board the ship, find the spot which has the planter, set up his tier 2 planter, and plant one of his Jokoba berries.
Ooh, nice.
It's a good berry.
When you walk into the ship, the first thing you also see on the other side, kind of over by where the Tinker station is, or the workshop, is a hydroponics. It's basically a greenery where it like automatically waters and stuff like that and stuff like. But yeah, basically you can plant any tier of plant in these, and there's only 5 slots until you upgrade to a bigger ship, in which case you'll have a bigger area to upgrade more. But it doesn't count as a berry planter. It'll just basically make it so you can plant wild berry bushes here or apricorn bushes. But they won't. You won't get the +1, or you can still add mulch, but you won't get the +1 or whatever from the berry planter portable.
Then what he'll do is he'll remove the blackberry bush from the tier 1 from the planter that he's got right now.
Okay.
Use one of the berries that he already has, because I had 34 of these things and I sold 24 of them, so I still have 10.
Yeah.
So he'll use one of them to plant in the hydroponics.
Nice.
And then he'll use the seeds of the apricorn that he has and plant that in the planter, and then we'll enjoy the fact that he can't hear anything except just the nice quiet sound of
As
And
you,
maybe like water dripping.
I was gonna say, yeah, as you plant the blackberry into the hydroponics and your own apricorn into your tier 1 and your, what was it you put in the tier 2 one?
Jacoba berry.
A Jaboka berry.
Jaboka berry. Yeah.
A Jaboka berry in the tier 2.
Nice.
Blackberry in the hydroponics, and apricorn in the.
Yeah. So just make sure write down that you have the blackberry in the hydroponics, 1 out of 5 slots. And as you kind of sit back and relax after having a day of wandering and excitement, it's very quiet, and it's almost soothing hearing the look. It's like, you know, those misters that like mist down water onto the trees, like from above, like kind of what like a hydroponics does, is they like kind of spray down water and almost mist the trees and plants. It's like a soothing mist sound as they spray on your, spray it down on your blackberry.
And then he will probably like. What's he do? He hasn't done this since he left home. he starts journaling. He used to journal a lot when he was at home, so he starts journaling now for the first time. Since he
Great,
left.
that's 3 of us that write in a freaking book.
So yeah, as
Writing, and you see him pull out. A very. Sorry, I keep talking over you because I know exactly
no,
what
you're
I'm going to
fine.
say.
Yep, you're good.
You see him pull out. Yes, it's a book, but it is extremely well crafted. The covers. It's a hardback book, and the covers are coated in a very soft leather of a sort of burgundy color, and embossed on the front of it is a crest, just a coat of arms. We don't really get to see a glance of it as he opens the book quite quickly, and pulls out from inside his jacket a very fine fountain pen. And he turns to the middle of the book and draws a very neat line underneath the entry that he last wrote, which was I'm gonna say maybe about 2 weeks ago. And then starts writing. I have had the most strangest, out of this world, literally, incredible and upsetting past 2 weeks. And then just continues on.
And as you see Adolfin just kind of scribbling away, writing in his book about his past journeys within the last 2 weeks since he last wrote, we fade out and pull away as we end for today.
And credits roll.
Yeah.
See, I
That was
was
fun, guys.
expecting him to start writing and then lean back and give us like an exasperated sigh, and then it would fade to black.
Nah, mate.
Nah.
Elephant's got a fuck ton to unpack right now. Nah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't gonna be
Oh,
leaning
yeah.
back with an exasperated sigh.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was fun, you guys.
The unexpected.
All right. Any favorable moments for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You first, Sean.
Even though it didn't go quite the way that Robert expected or wanted to, I like the conversation between him and Adolfin, you know, because Robert is trying to connect with him because he knows that what he did kind of you know, upset him, and he's like, oh, this is still not the right time to okay. So
That's
yeah.
so funny because that's also the point that I wanted to talk about too.
I mean, that's where I came in. So.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. That wasn't the right time, and yeah, it's like, 2 days after that conversation. Nah, mate, you shouldn't be doing that. But that's cool. But I find that interesting that you think that I find it interesting that you say that Robert feels like he's hurt Adolfin. When in fact it's not that at all. It's Adolfin's learned about your history and is now like, oh my god, do I need this is for reasons.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he did not oh you were saying stuff and you were saying stuff and Adolfin was like, what the fuck? Fucking know me. Fuck off.
Yeah, he was very presumptuous there.
He doesn't do
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the small adventure that Henry had with Adolfin, along with the introduction.
Yeah, that was good.
Slightly humbling,
I like
simply because Henry's only ever seen Adolfin, and that's
they've
it.
never actually had a chance to talk.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
And they had a chance to bond over something immediately, which is kind of cool.
Well, not sure about bonding. I think it's more Adolfin going, oh, you don't know about this? Oh, let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe it means more to Henry than you think.
Yeah, maybe. Adolfin doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
But it's allowing a friendship to grow.
Oh.
Sowing the seeds of a potential
Oh,
friendship.
oh god, jeez, bloody hell, guys! Wow, that one went.
No.
That waved at me as it flew by.
And you were just like.
Could have said a lot.
Yeah, no, it says,
yeah.
that genuinely waved at me as it went by.
We've
Yeah.
lost this conversation.
My favorite moment had to be definitely like, well, definitely a lot of we don't get a chance to do like the buy episode, or what is it, the shopping episode.
Shopping spree.
The shopping
Yeah.
filler.
So doing the shopping episode while still getting a chance to roleplay it is pretty fun. But definitely Adolfin being like, I want to stay at the screenery and just see all these Pokemon that are great. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Hey Alok, thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, we are kind of nearing the end. But thank you for the raid nonetheless. We are playing a Pokemon tabletop. Run on, it's a Pokemon Tabletop United. It's basically a homebrew Pokemon game that we're just doing. Hey!
as a sorry
Thanks.
for being late.
Oh, that's fine. But I will say, since Nocturnal it is technically Nocturnal Wolf Dog's first, and you don't have to subscribe because you're late.
No, I gifted one.
No, I know, that's fine. Yeah, but since it is Nocturnal Wolf Dog's first subscribe, the next Pokemon that shows up will be shiny. So
Which will probably be the Torchic, so all of the fossil Pokemon are gonna be shiny. Which
Yeah,
is
no
kind
problem.
of awesome.
So we do this stream always the same time as on Wednesdays as we can. It usually goes from 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. CST to 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. CST. So we're going to be finishing pretty quick. We're just kind of doing our outro, but thank you for the raid nonetheless. We'll be raiding into someone, so we will raid train. So yeah, possibly a shiny fossil, unless I randomly throw something in before it can hatch. No, just kidding.
That's true.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Get
But
that
yeah,
super lucky pickup Teddy Ursa just comes walking by with an egg in its hands.
that'd be awesome. If you'd like,
An egg is a day from hatching.
you can check out some past YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. You can check out past streams I've done. I've actually uploaded a past campaign, not the full thing. I still need to work on that. But the past campaign, and in the future, this campaign I will be putting on YouTube. If you guys would like to join the Discord, you can join that there, and it'll basically, I post all the time on the different Discords when I go live on anything I do. I'm kind of a variety streamer, but I love doing the tabletop stuff because it's kind of how it all started. So it's always fun. Yeah, and so yeah, I post on the Twitter, I post on the Discords. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys. Let's go raid. I need to find
And they
out.
already joined your
who's-
Discord. Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Or somebody did. Yeah, awesome.
All right, who's playing what right now? We got
Bob's
my
playing
scroll's
Skirt.
playing Skur Ritual. I don't know what that is.
Great game. It's
Oh,
it's like
yeah, that
COD
was-
Zombies, but
Let's-
not.
Oh, and Alejandra is playing RimWorld.
Oh, well, we gotta visit Jeff.
Yeah, we gotta go raid Jeff. He raided
Also,
me.
Rimworld. Also,
He raided me yesterday when I was on break, so I didn't get to say hi until I got back, and I was like, "Oh no, hey Jeff," you know. So yeah, let's go raid Jeff. RimWorld, was that
RimWorld
that
is
game
like-
you were playing, Sean? That I saw you
Yeah,
play?
yeah. It's
Okay,
like
yeah.
when you're. It's like a colony building thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. And
And
I, of
it's
course,
funny 'cause-
being the Pokemon crazy person that I am, I have a Pokemon mod on it, which is great.
Awesome.
Neil, what was your favorite moment?
I said it. It was
Oh,
the.
did you?
It was the shopping episode. The whole shopping
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's just
But also
the shopping
Adolfin.
episode, okay.
Yeah, but also the fact that Adolfin was just sitting back in the garden shop, taking a look at all these grass type Pokemon that he's
And I
interested
love
in.
Adolfin's
you
like our
describing-
resident James.
I love you describing Pokemon to Ed because it's just so funny. Because Pokemon are so ridiculous as to someone that doesn't know like what they are. It's so funny being like. What
I
the
thought it
fuck
was so funny when I like told you it's a pair of cherries on a tree, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's a pair of cherries. My brain went.
Yeah, it's like Brontosaurus with bananas coming out of its neck. It's like.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
The cherries
a
is
torch
what
with
you-
bananas. My brain went, and then you went, oh, that's not what I thought they were.
I didn't know this was Silent Hill.
That's awesome. That's amazing. But yeah, so we will be back next week. I will be back tomorrow on Edward's channel, actually. We're on Games and Tea. Actually, before I do that, before I raid Jeff, let's do a shout out. I gotta do /
Oh,
Also, I gotta run early, so yeah,
Yep.
you guys
Yeah,
have
no
a good
problem.
closing.
Live read.
Closing of the stream.
Sounds good. Have a good one. Oh. Games
okay, John.
and Tea. I think I did it right. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem. But yes, tomorrow at the same time as we did it today, 11 CST, or in this case, it'd be like, was it 7? I forgot
It'll
what.
be 6 p. For those of you who are European based, it is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. European time. I don't know what that time is in terms of American time or anywhere else in the world.
It would
Please
be
look up
11
yourself,
CST.
because
So
that's your job, not mine. Yes. So if you want to see Sean and Neil and River playing characters in my campaign of it's a homebrew campaign, homebrew world, homebrew everything basically. Almost Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition stuffs, but with pretty much homebrew story and world. Yeah, you can join us there. It's an ongoing campaign. It's an ongoing campaign that's been going for a while. Yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun with it. And the guys are about to. Well, I don't know. Are you about to get fucked, or are you about to fuck them? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of screwed things up, and also
Somebody's
it
gotta
sounds
work
it
with
sounds
destination fucked.
it sounds like River's a little mad at me because he spelt my name wrong in chat. I was like, oh, that's how you know people are mad at you. They spell your name wrong on purpose, and in italic bold.
Oh, that's why everyone at work can't spell my name right.
No, just kidding. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Jeff. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will be back tomorrow for that. And so this Saturday, there is no the Hidden Worm for
Nope.
Dark Heresy. So I will be streaming something then instead. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming though, because Saturday is not a normal day for me. So, but yes, I think I have an idea. I might do that Victory Heat Rally one again that I was playing last Saturday. So that was freaking awesome. I love that game so much. But yes, thank you so much for joining. This has been Immersion. This has been Roll for Immersion, and we roll the immersion to you. See you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.